On the face of it, the Moto E4 is a stunning deal. The latest stock Android Dolby Atmos tuned speakers, a 5000 mAh battery, 13 megapixel camera with large pixel front mounted fingerprint sensors, and a metal unibody. This sure looks like a deal that will make people looking for entry-level phones immediately rush to the stores. But then comes the hardware that powers the phone. Both the Moto E4 and Moto E4 Plus are powered by a MediaTek 6737 chipset with a 1.3 GHz quad-core processor and Mali 7720 MP2 graphics. In comparison, the US variant of the Moto E4 runs on a Qualcomm Snapdragon 427 SoC, which has a 1.4 GHz quad-core processor and Reno 308 graphics. Welcome back, my dear friends. Today we would like to discuss something that has been making quite a buzz in the market right now, the Moto E4 and E4 Plus, and why you probably would not be getting a pre-release review. So without further ado, let's learn together. It is now a known fact that phones with MediaTek processors fail to obtain favorable reviews from publications, while phones powered by Qualcomm processors are rated higher. There are several reasons for that. We believe it is because of this trend that Lenovo refused to entertain reviews for this phone. MediaTek chipsets usually use an off-the-shelf ARM architecture when they are used in a phone. In the SoC, MediaTek offers multi-core processors, GPU, cellular modem, and the Wi-Fi module only. Qualcomm chipsets generally are more powerful in terms of performance and are more efficient in terms of heat management and battery life. They also pack more custom-made goodies. For instance, a Qualcomm chipset will house a custom image signal processor or ISP, digital signal processor or DSP, a noise cancellation technology, NFC, GPS, and many more modules apart from the CPU, GPU, and the modem itself. As a result, MediaTek chipsets are less expensive to procure than Qualcomm chipsets, which brings down the price of a phone considerably. It is perhaps this line of reasoning that led Lenovo to use a MediaTek processor. Despite more, it is not necessary that the Qualcomm processor will outperform a MediaTek processor. We have seen time and time again in benchmark tests that a MediaTek processor has edged out a Qualcomm processor of the same range. But here's the thing, Qualcomm chipsets employ heterogeneous computing. What is that? Let us explain. Heterogeneous computing allows chipsets to distribute tasks efficiently across the modules of a chipset. For instance, if you are taking photos from the camera of the phone, a Qualcomm chipset will only use the ISP to process the photos and videos. The GPU, CPU, and the rest of them will remain idle, saving power, reducing heat, and overall increasing the efficiency. MediaTek processors have no such provisions. Even a simple scroll through the app drawer will processor running at full power, draining battery considerably faster. It's the reason why phones with MediaTek processors also tend to heat up more than their Qualcomm counterparts, and hence are less efficient. That brings us to the Moto E4 and Moto E4 Plus. On paper, the 5000 mAh battery will last 2 days of use. Perhaps that's true. Without any reviews, we will never know for sure until it launches and someone buys it to review it. However, if Moto has launched the Qualcomm variant in India, would the phone have lasted even more than that? Most likely, yes. Now comes the question of why. Why did Lenovo launch a phone which, to be honest, is not at all class leading? And it is not, because Redmi Note is a Qualcomm Snapdragon, which is not even an entry-level processor, but a mid-range computing engine that is superiorly efficient in power intake and thermals, and yet at the same price of the Moto E4 Plus. Heck, even the Redmi 4, which is vastly cheaper, offers better performance and a better bang for a buck. Perhaps Moto thought that by using seemingly inferior components, it could compete with Xiaomi on the price, just like what HMD Global is doing with Nokia 3. Further comparing, the Redmi Note 4, Redmi 4 and 4A all have 1080p panels, and the 720 panel on the Motos are nothing extraordinary. Even the speaker, which carries the tag of an iconic brand, is made in that is groundbreaking. The Moto E4 phones come with Dolby Atmos speakers, but so does the LG G6. Does that mean that the speakers on the Moto E4 is as good as LG's flagship phone? Most likely not. The fact remains that it does have inferior hardware features, though Moto should remember that it does offer one of the best implementations of Android, which is unadulterated, and that can help it deliver a better user experience. And at the end of the day, it is all about the end user experience and not what's there in a phone or what a reviewer thinks what a phone should have. But I am guessing Moto has forgotten that. And this isn't the first time Lenovo has done this. Remember the Moto M? Yes, that's quite forgotten, but another budget offering from Lenovo. Do you remember reading any reviews of the phone? That's because the Moto M2 is powered by a MediaTek processor in India. Just run a Google search for the same and all you will find are user reviews, not journalistic reviews. So that's it guys, hope you got the reason why you won't get any pre-release reviews of the Moto E4 or the Plus variant. Don't forget to like this video if you really did and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Once again, a million thanks to our continuous supporters and our subscribers. Please keep supporting us by just watching our daily videos. It means the world to us. And until next time, ciao!